All right. This is Chris, and I want to thank you for tuning in to this special mini course, which is an introduction to real estate for Forex traders. Now, I happen to be a regular real estate investor. I've been doing this since, I'll say about late 2013, 2014, things really picked up, got serious, and then finally in 2015, started figuring out how like money can at last be made. So I am someone who does on the regular speak to packed crowds, crowds of 40, 50, 60 and up, help other people achieve real estate success in various means. I've also been able to do creative financing type deals where I'm able to take a property and a seller just looking to get away. They don't care too much, and I just schmooze them to let me get the property for $1, and I can flip it for multiple thousand. So this was an older one from back in the day. I actually flipped a dollar property for a $4,500 profit. Not too bad, right? So if you're in Forex, you've probably done trades, at least if you're a successful Forex trader. Probably you started out with like a $100 account and maybe you flipped it to like say 3 grand, 4 grand over the course of a month. Well, you can do that with just one deal, one property, and if you can connect the right dots, you can probably even get that done in about 2 weeks or even less than that. I've also been able to take properties, even like $100 properties, flip those. You can actually see the difference right there, and check out the profit that would be made. So that was something in my local market in Mercer County, New Jersey, specifically Trenton, New Jersey. I actually blocked out the lot and block info. I probably could like unblock that these days because this is definitely a done deal. One of many, 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 many deals that I definitely want you to participate in. Now, as far as Forex is concerned, Forex has, well, many concerns. You see, when I got started into real estate, I actually was concerned that I was getting into the right market, the right field, the right industry, and it took me time to finally bypass certain obstacles. Not saying that I've bypassed all of them or that there never will be any, but real estate is different. Then I found that Forex, as you know, is very, very, very different. You can maybe relate to this particular guy who's like stressing over what he's seen. Who knows? Maybe it's like a god awful trade. Maybe he hasn't traded in like a whole week, week and a half, and he's like wondering when's he gonna make any profit because he's just dying to find his entry and find his exit and set up his stop losses, etc. Now, you too may have felt, and probably you do feel certain concerns being involved with Forex, which is totally okay. It's perfectly normal. Like I definitely think that every industry has that, but in Forex, it's a bit more particular, obviously. What I've gathered are the top 3 concerns of Forex traders, just by personal conversation and networking with them. One of the top concerns that a Forex trader will have is the legitimacy of overseas brokerages. Will get more involved with these concerns. A second top concern is that they feel that they're at the mercy of the market, and also whether it truly is a form of active income or if it's actually passive income that they're making being a full-time Forex trader, or even a part-time Forex trader for that matter. Now, whereas with real estate, see, real estate is different because, well, there's 100% legitimacy in the domestic market. It's 100% on you. Now, of course, Forex is always going to be on you. However, in real estate, this is 100% on you and your resourcefulness, regardless, again, regardless of the current market. So there's an uptrend, there's a downtrend, there's consolidation. Well, you see, in real estate, if you're resourceful enough, there's profit nonstop. Okay. And when it comes to real estate, now, do you want your income to be active? Okay, do you want your income to be passive? Well, guess what? You can have them both. You can certainly have your cake and you can eat it too, being involved in the real estate industry. Now, going back to the top concern, the top 3 concerns, the first one that I had mentioned is the legitimacy of an overseas brokerage. Now, a bad brokerage can wipe your account clean. One reason why people who are Forex traders, they decide to choose a brokerage which is overseas is that there's a lot more leniency. They're not as heavily regulated compared to domestic brokerages. There's also fewer limitations on the currency pairs that you can trade with, right? There is that. However, there's fraudulent activity that can occur. In fact, I even remember staying over one particular Forex trader's place, and he showed me this trade that he was involved for about several days prior to my arrival. And he showed me this one instance in which it looked as if though he lost several $1,000s, which really was not possible because he only invested a couple hundred tops with that. And he already was saying it looks like they're doing some kind of funky stuff to manipulate the market, make people get into a panic, get into a frenzy, but I'm not worried. And then sure enough, things reset and he was able to get proper readings as far as the updates on his trades. So that's something that you may have seen occur, being involved in Forex, being with a broker that is overseas. You may have noticed that, all right, things are a little bit fishy, or it takes a long time before an account finally releases funds to your account via wire. But also, I mean, hey, I mean, there's scams out there. I mean, there's times in which you're not sure where to start. You think you got the one, and then they just go poof, goodbye, and your account goes with it. Okay, so that's a big concern in the Forex niche. Whereas a top advantage in the real estate industry, for instance, is that it's insured. You see, if something like this were to happen in Forex, is there insurance that you can take out on it? Like, are they going to reimburse you all the time, every time? I'm sure there's instances of reimbursement and brokers acting with integrity, and I'm sure there's many more stories where it's the total opposite. Whereas with the advantage in real estate, if something were to occur, you're backed with insurance. If a title company supposedly does their due diligence, something comes up that is in their blind spot, well, guess what? You're insured. You have title insurance. If a fire occurs, say in this particular house, well, guess what? Again, you have insurance on it. You're going to get reimbursed. Not only can you collect your reimbursement money, you can probably even sell that property for a few bucks, and there you go. Okay, so you definitely are better secured in real estate when it comes to that. And also, there's the housing history. There's the profit history as well. So let's just pretend this property that you see here, it was built in 1940. Who cares? What do you mean, who cares? Absolutely. It's important because guess what year it is right now? So in 1940, that house was there. It was able to make money assuming it was an income property. What about the 1960s? Same thing. What about the 1980s? Same thing. What about the early 2000s? Same thing. 2020s. It's going to happen. Okay, you can still make profit. You still have something that certainly is reliable. It's stuck. It's staying right here. It's probably going to be here for 100 years, barring foundation issues, hurricane, tornado, whatever the case may be, like a widespread fire. God forbid, like any of those things occur, and there's negligence, well, guess what? This property is always going to be there. So it has that consistency. It's not going anywhere. It's physical. Okay, that's a tremendous advantage into having this type of asset. Now, a second concern that Forex traders will have is the following. They have to be obedient to their market. Their market is their master. You want to trade so bad. Maybe you took a loss. You want to do something known as revenge trading. You thought that you had the perfect pair. You marked the perfect chart. And you're like, yes, I'm going to make money. And then it doesn't happen. And then you're like, dog nabbit, I'm going to get even. And then you make trades that you shouldn't. You trade with lots that are like higher than what your comfort zone really is. Okay, so these are things that can occur. You need to be obedient with your market. So you may be in the mood, but it doesn't mean your market is in the mood back, baby. Okay, uptrend, okay, I'm going to trade with it. Downtrend, okay, I'm going to trade down with it. Consolidation, okay, let me just go see and wait what happens. Okay, and then things in the news can impact, so on and so forth. Okay, you guys know this. Again, you can relate to such pictures. Now, whereas the advantage with real estate, you're not at the mercy of the market. Don't listen to those shows on CNN and on MSNBC, Fox News. Those guys just want to cause hysteria and they're just looking for ratings. But really, in the real estate niche, in the real estate industry, there's multiple ways to make money. Whether it's a bull market, whether it's a bear market, real estate can definitely appreciate, especially in, say, a bear market, all right, a down market. Well, you buy it, and then guess what? Eventually, it will appreciate, it will increase in value. A cash flow income property. You can make money through that, whether it's in a bull or bear market. Again, ideally, you get your buys during a bear market, okay? And in a bull market, you can definitely increase rent roll too. Real estate related income. So you tend to provide some kind of service. It could be property management, maybe it could be lead generation, something that makes people more money in real estate. Okay, you provide that extra service or product or goods. And also there's the ancillary real estate investment income. It can be mixed use real estate. Maybe you have some kind of like vending machine in multiple locations, multiple commercial properties. You can have a laundromat, for example, so something that's complementary. These are things that can be acquired, and these are things that you profit from, again, in both a bull market and also a bear market. So there's no need to wait for an uptrend or a downtrend, wait for consolidation to finish, looking at peaks, looking at valleys. Guys, so whenever things zig, you can always zag, and when things zag, you just zig, especially when you know what you're doing in the real estate industry. So there's multiple ways to make profit, not just one. Another concern that I've noticed for Forex traders is the old active income versus passive income. Now, no one wants to be like this particular trader here. Maybe he's just a stock trader. Who knows? I know he has all these screens here. But anyway, the idea of passive income is heavily appealing. And what some people may not know in Forex is that this actually does take homework. This does take time. It's not something where you just do it once, you set it, and then you forget it forever, and you do nothing again, and you're sipping on piña coladas on a beach in a hammock somewhere, okay, like on a white sand beach. That's a concern. So are you really being passive, or are you really being active? You see, what seems to be more passive in Forex, what's more common is, say, what's passive based is when you're looking at signals, and if you have those signals done for you, okay, yeah, that's passive. And then there's also the MLMs out there, in which, you know, you're probably not really a trader, you're more of a recruiter than anything else, so that eventually you can consider it passive income. Now, these two things aren't exactly for everybody. Now, the future for Forex trading can be a bit scary now, right? So with Forex, you make your pips, you make your money through your pips when you're actively trading. Now, what happens when you kick the bucket? Exactly, then what? I mean, that's a pretty scary future in which now you're hinging your lifestyle, your ways of making sustenance on basically just staying alive. And once you're no longer alive, once you're no longer active, even if you don't feel like trading, you're going through depression, just whatever the case may be, or there's no Wi-Fi, nothing's going on. And that can be frightening, especially if you're not like in any kind of physical condition or even like mental conditions to start trading. Then there's also the thought of, well, what happens when I don't want to do this anymore, or when, like you see here, I expire. And if you're thinking this right here like as an image of passive income, then, you know, no, just 1000% no. Being on some kind of resort or some kind of bed and breakfast, and you're still looking at your phone for signals, so that you can still be able to afford the trip that you're on, that's not passive. You're still being active. So I personally want to tell you, don't be fooled by that. Don't consider that passive. It's not saying it's not cool to be able to do that. I'm not saying it's not cool to go to Cabo San Lucas, or it's not cool to go to Costa Rica and still be able to do that. It sure is cool. It sure is cool, but you're not purely being passive. Maybe it's a form of habit that you just have to check and check and check and trade. But wouldn't it be nice to not even glance at your phone or at your laptop, just totally disconnect? I would think so. Whereas again, advantage with real estate, something that truly can be passive. Okay, now even the government can assist, whether it's through programs like Section 8, that becomes mailbox money, then your tenant just pays the rest. Also, again, there's the history as well. History of the profitability of, it could be a turnkey property, for instance, where you know that it's provided income for X amount of years prior. Maybe you get a turnkey and it's going to keep on providing X amount of income, and you don't have to do anything at all whatsoever. I just put a small chart here where, say, 11 buildings, 10 parcels, and you see the amount of gross income, about 25,000 per month. Now, can someone do that through like Forex trading, making a whole bunch of pips every day? Absolutely, definitely is possible. But is that through being active in trading? Possibly. Is that through making some kind of course and selling it through like lead pages and click funnels? Absolutely. Whereas with, again, with real estate, you set it and then you can forget it. And then you're truly getting passivity when it comes to the income coming in. Now, question for you. Would you rather deal with the worry of offshore fraudulent activities? Would you rather wonder if you can ever make money even if there's no uptrend or downtrend to make your entries in these markets? Would you rather check your laptop or smartphone even when supposedly you're on vacation so that you can afford your trip? Or would you rather have the ability to profit from an actual physical asset that can appreciate in value, provide income, and also increase net worth? Would you rather familiarize yourself with making real estate profits whether the economy is in a bull or bear market, or even in another recession like in around the 2009 era? And would you rather not have to check a thing on your phone because the income is coming in because of the work that you already put in previously, and additionally thanks to the work you put in through Forex? I'm saying put that Forex money to better use. Now, if you said no, okay, I mean, hey, you got to do you. It's perfectly fine. It's understandable. I mean, real estate is not for everyone. So if you said no, it's okay. I mean, there's some folks that buy into the lore of Forex. They want to live a certain lifestyle. I mean, Forex is sold like this, okay? It's sold with a young millennial sitting on top with a flat lid hat, tight skinny jeans on top of a Lambo, doesn't make eye contact or wave and smile, say hi. No, I'm too cool. I gotta look away somewhere else, right? So it's all sold like that. And there's a lot of Forex traders who are trying to live a life like this. Okay, I mean, if they want to, that's on them. That's like Gary Vaynerchuk says, whatever makes you happy. Like, I know $30,000 per year guys who are happy. Okay, sure. Forex is sold like this again. Money stack phones. All right, posing. Shout out to this guy for indeed making eye contact. I think that's is that Meek Mill? Anyway, so again, if you're all about this, because Forex is like, it can be now money, like now money, that's fine. Again, that's on you. Forex is sold like this also. There's a ton of traders out there, even gurus out there, coaches, mentors, whatever word you want to go by. Listen, they'll sell you this, okay? Or even they're sold like into this lifestyle. They want to go to places like Thailand, Vietnam. They want to go to Brazil. They want to go to Miami, South Beach. They want to go to Colombia, Medellin, Cartagena. They want to go to like Ibiza, Holland. I think, if I didn't say that already. Listen, I want to go all this. I want to live this lifestyle, live it up, right? To woo other people, to spend money on thoughts that really provide no ROI except for the fact that you still feel, like strong like a bull down there. Listen, if that's what you're trying to do, if that's what you're all about, it's okay. Just don't tell me that you want both, because one is a tortoise, one is a hare. So, like, if you're all about this fast life, fast, 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 this is probably not going to be for you. Okay? But if that's you, like, I'm not saying you're an evil human being. If you think I'm being judgmental and mean, so be it. But if you can at least really trust what I'm saying, if that's you, that's you. There's some people that's what they want to be all about. It's okay. Okay? But are you looking to do the following instead? Are you looking to not have Uncle Sam, little typo there, steal your money via taxes? Are you looking to avoid spending all your profits living my best life so you have to start trading all over again? I mean, that kind of gets old quick after a while, doesn't it? Well, anyway. Are you looking to actually make profit in real estate in as little as 6 weeks with no license or needing to go through 100-hour video course studies? Are you looking to have mailbox money each month? Are you looking to create true generational wealth for your future generation? I mean, can you do that with Forex right now? Just trading a few times a week? I mean, like, how's that going to help your grandkids any? And you know what? More on that a lot later. So, if you answered yes all day for sure to one or several of those, then let me tell you something. You're definitely in the right place. Let's talk about real estate. Stay tuned for the next video module.